Mr. Speaker, that I would actually call was the nail on the coffin of a terrible speech. I'd like to first of all welcome you to Parliament back again. But actually quoting a submission saying that the Labour had failed in their broadcasting policy and that National has to actually fix it, that was a kicker. Sir, this bill amends the TVNZ Act of 2003, and there are three main areas of focus. Firstly, it replaces the TVNZ Charter with a more generic statutory requirement for the television company to focus on being a successful one without the burden of the Charter obligation. And there have been several speakers who have actually talked about the Charter and how it's supposed to be this wonderful thing. Let me tell you, Miss Wall, Louisa Wall, this new MP who's just joined us in Parliament, do not listen to the rhetoric of your party. Do not listen to the propaganda of your party from people who do not even understand what public broadcasting is about, or who don't even understand what programs were in fact funded by Charter money. There were speakers before Ms. Louisa Wall who actually said that we will lose Asian, Pacific, disability programs. Ms. Wall apparently said that. Where is the program? Where are the programs that were funded by Charter? Disability as an attitude program, Tangata Pacifica, Asia Down Under, all of these special interest programs that people have talked about here were funded before the Charter was available, and the Charter money never went into these programs. The Charter obligation, the Charter money going to the, does not actually mean that public broadcasting or local content actually suffers as a result of the $15.1 million going from Charter programming to the New Zealand On Air Platinum Fund, which has funded some of the very, very good quality current affairs and documentaries so far. And it is my belief that New Zealand On Air is and will continue to fulfill its mandate to put New Zealand on air, not overseas on air, New Zealand on air. The Charter obligated funds transferred will only boost the quality and quantity of the programs in the future. We already fund $230 million out of New Zealand on air to put programs, radio, television, $81 million of contested funds for television programs. I don't understand where the opposition is going with this about losing local content. Talk about television. Television is very expensive to produce. Under this economic difficult times, where is the Labour going to find the money to produce television, all local content? Where is the money? Where is the money? The second aspect of the bill frees up the TVNZ to be more than just a television company. Traditionally, TVNZ only had the function of a broadcaster. However, with the advancement of technology, the superhighway of the internet, TVNZ has had to change in its functions, change the business model to be a more broader scope multimedia company working on a multimodal platform. TVNZ On Demand, as my learned colleague Katrina Shanks actually said, 1.4 million unique hits on their on-demand platform, has been a very popular platform for Kiwis overseas as well, wanting to keep track of news and programs from home. And for people who can't actually be home to watch traditional television, the internet, the online option and time-shifted viewing has become very popular through MySky and TiVo. This is an example of how viewers' demands are quite different to the bygone era of terrestrial television. This means TVNZ must change to adapt to the changing appetite. The third aspect of the bill, which took up significant time in the Select Committee, was about the archive programs of programs that were actually made before 1989 for rescreening. There were some concerns raised that TVNZ will simply count these as local content and not commission new ones. Public demands new programs, even when it's not chartered. When the money wasn't available for Charter, TV3 actually commissioned local content because people demanded it. Having said that, in this fast-paced world we live in, it would seem a real shame to lock up the old programs, never to be seen or enjoyed ever again. I wouldn't mind, taking a little nostalgic trip back down New Zealand's history with some of the programs to be unlocked, and I welcome it. I commend this bill.
Members, this debate is concluded. The question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. Contrary, no. The ayes have it. I'll ask the clerk for a party vote.
New Zealand National.
58 votes in favour.
New Zealand Labour.
42 votes opposed.
Green Party.
9 votes opposed.
Act New Zealand.
5 votes in favour.
Māori Party.
4 votes opposed.
Progressive.
1 vote opposed.
United Future.
1 vote in favour.
Honourable Chris Carter.
1 vote opposed.
Hone Harawira.
1 vote opposed.
Members, the ayes are 64, the noes are 58. The motion is agreed to.
Television New Zealand Amendment Bill, second reading.
This bill is set down for committee stage next sitting day. Call on government orders of the day numbers 3 and 4.